We're going to be able to move ahead with the top 3 priorities in the community. We have said that alternative water source is one priority, so we are going to continue to move forward with that.
One of the really great things about repurposing this is that the money for the water project stays in there up to building the facility. So that means where we are currently is we're digging test holes. So that means all the funding for finishing digging the test holes, installing the wells, acquiring the property and the right-of-ways from those locations to the future facility, buying and installing the piping, the conveyance system, all of that is still fully funded. The best case scenario, if that goes as fast as possible, we're looking at 4.5 to 5 years fully funded on the water project. And then 2025, the next CIP is available. That will be put on the next CIP. So it's really a unique opportunity that we have. We all know about the cyber incident that happened last year, and now City Council was working on IT, and we knew it was coming and we were going to need to do something major. Unfortunately, the cyber incident happened, and that just stepped up efforts to have to do something quickly, and not $100,000 or $200,000, but we're talking about millions of dollars of upgrades to the IT department.
We want to go ahead and replace our main operating system. It was purchased in 2006 timeframe. As everyone knows, with technology, anything that's 12, 13 years old is very antiquated, and it limits us in what our capabilities are. Being able to replace our ERP is probably the highest priority for the community.
You'd have some critical spend you'd have to do early. Finishing some of the cyber remediation and some of that work is still stuff we need to be doing, as a high priority. Making sure we've got reliable, secure systems and we protect the information appropriately. Those are priorities. We got a plan for the bigger investments. Replacing the core operating system, the ERP system, it's going to be done over a couple of years, and we got some planning to be done with that. Implementing court systems, implementing these things take some time. They're complex. The city gets a tremendous amount of value out of them when we put them in right, because we get to re-engineer the processes and we get to make it efficient, and we get to see real true value coming out of those when we put them in right.
Things have changed, circumstances have changed, and it allows us to repurpose some money without raising taxes, without extending taxes, and literally just repurpose money to address our most critical needs. We have to have economic growth here. Everybody knows that. Everybody wants that. The issue is how do we get the money to make the investment that makes that happen.
They want it now. So what can you do for me, like any type of business? And so therefore that's the importance of getting shovel-ready land so that we can present. On the west side of town, obviously in the Goodyear, where the Goodyears and Morris's and Republic Paper.
The idea with that is to provide water, sewer, street, gas, electricity to the sites in order to bring in companies that are interested in locating to Lawton.
If we bring 350 jobs into this town, that has a $29 million tax revenue impact over the next 5 years. That's huge for our economy, for our revenue, to fix our roads, our streets, sidewalks, all the things we need to address. We have to grow our revenue, which means grow our city. One thing I'm really proud of the council for doing is letting the citizens be the decision makers here. So we have worked hard at coming up with this idea and this concept. It was unanimous consent by the council to do this, and everybody is on board with this and on board with informing the citizens, giving the citizens as much information to make this decision as possible.
If we just stick to the program where it is today and don't reevaluate what our priorities now, then at the end of 2025, the only thing that will have been completed is the alternative water source. That would leave us with the IT improvements, right exactly where we're at today, because we do not have another funding source. That would leave us exactly where we're at today in the industrial park as far as providing shovel-ready sites. And so we cannot wait till 2026 to make those improvements that are definitely high priorities for the community.